Good morning. Happy Friday. Um, End of the week. Weekend's here. Pilates stretch is here too. Sipping my coffee with my warm up. All right. So, Pilates stretch. Nice big deep breath in and out. And let's go the other way. Remember, Pilates stretch is about range of motion and form lengthening and feeling the the everything working inside the stretch. Oh, exaggeration of your movements, right? Nice and slow. Go with your breath work. Oh, arms out nice and wide. Relax those shoulders down. We're reaching from wall to wall. All right. Your rib cage is up and your belly's in. Reaching. Let's go. Let's reach our index fingers. And our loud finger. And our ring finger. Come on, reach it. And our baby. Awesome stuff. And let's come across for 4. Try to keep your hips still. 3, 2, and 1. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's reach up to the sky. Nice, soft side to side. And gradually getting bigger, pushing that rib cage out. Nice big deep breath in and out. Keep going. This is a really nice stretch for your upper rib cage, which is really hard to stretch out, and they get crushed and they get all gummed up and they cause a lot of shoulder pain and neck pain. All right, so reaching nice and high to the sky now. Reach, 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 reach. And let's do 6 full body squats coming down. Nice big deep breath in, going up, and let it all hang out. Let's hear you. Breathe in and out. Squeeze those glutes at the top. 2 more. One more. And let's come down those side walls. All right, let's work on our hips up and around. 1, 2, 3, and the other way. 3, 2, and 1, and the other leg. Sorry, I missed you guys on Wednesday. I was just a little busy. 2, and 3, and we're going all the way up on our tippy toes. All right, here we go. Doing the Barbie walk. Down the mat and back again. Turn it back to the center. We're still up on our toes, and let's just turn around and the other way. Staying up. Woohoo! Get your balance. Down on 1, up on 2. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeezing those calves. Down, up, and down. All right, let's roll that ankle. And the other way. Yesterday we had our family service for doll. And on the outside, didn't rain. It was a lovely day. Everything worked out just so nicely. She looks so peaceful. Okay, and on the outside, we had her hair all done. She looked beautiful. And let's go up on those toes. And let's roll across those toes. Now the legend just lives on in us. All right, pushing that arch forward. And down, and let's squeeze that shea gray carpet, bringing it in. Arch comes up, leave the arch up, try to wiggle those toes. And down, and let's do the same thing to the other foot. We're rolling. And the other way. And on the outside of that foot. And on the inside. You're a good girl. Up on those toes. Squinch across those toes. Wish it was an automatic dog foot washer. All right, and bring those, scrunch that carpet, bring that arch up nice and high, wiggle those toes, and shake it. All right, standing up nice and tall. Okay, so palms are forward, rib cage up, core is engaged. All right, feet about hip width apart. Okay, we're going to bring that right leg up, bring that knee up, and we're going to roll. And the other way. Point and flex and point and flex and wave. And down. And let's do the other side. Okay, you got to tilt that pelvis just a tiny little bit, just to lock in your hips, right? And then bring that leg up. And let's roll it. And the other way. I was rolling my tongue too. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and wave it. Shake it. All right. Let's jump it up and down. All right. Okay. Small, tiny arms. Let's go. Roll out. Sorry. I'm going to have a little sip. Got a little dry spot in my mouth. Okay. Roll. Shoulders are relaxed. Arms are nice and wide. Reaching wall to wall. Relax those shoulders down. We're going to pulse it forward for 6, 5. Come on. Feel those tiny muscles. Stretch them out and pulse. You're pushing forward. 6, and palms are backwards. Again, relax those shoulders. Push it back. What do you feel working there? And palms are up. Push it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 6 circles. And the other way. Let's bring those hands up overhead, ears, biceps at your ears. All right. And we're going to cactus it down, squeezing, bring them back up. Cactus it down. Okay. We're going to roll down to our shoulder blades. All right. Squeeze, 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 squeeze all the way down. Nicely done. Come up to cactus, shoulder height. Bring those palms down and up. Down and up, down and up, out and down, and shake them out round. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with our legs and glutes and our engine. All right, we're going to do squatting. All right, so it's nice and slowly. Okay, your feet are planted on the ground, your booty's going back, your rib cage is up. Okay, you're looking forward, booty way back, push it way back. Right? All right, and we're going to pulse it. Okay, and pulsing all the way back up, nice and slowly. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Same thing again, pulsing down, booty back. Stay down there, pulse at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it back up. All right, squeeze. All right, we're going to go down. Three squats, down and up. 1. Okay, squeeze those glutes. 2, really push that booty way back. And 3, right? And we're going to come down. We're going to open up those feet and we're going to get into elbows on your knees. But you're just cutting a sumo squat here. Toes are open. Staying down, you're just pulsing. And then just kind of sway it side to side. All right, bring your hands to prayer and tilt your pelvis. Okay, you're going to tilt it and you're going to start to feel the inner legs or the hammies. All right, and we're just going to pulse it up nice and slowly. Coming all the way up, squeeze, booty release, and booty start coming back, coming all the way down. Awesome stuff. Let's bring your hands to your to the floor, straighten those legs out and straighten those toes out. And we're just going to hang here. Star ragdoll. Let that lower back just release. Breathe. All right. We're going to bring our hands over to our right foot, going into a side lunge. We're staying here for a second. Sliding over to the other side. Sliding over. Now we're going to extend that left arm all the way up overhead. Look at it. And then slide across and do the other side. And slide across. Slide across. And then come back to center. Open up those toes. We're going back into horse. So elbow to knee, hands to prayer, tilt that pelvis, and we're coming all the way up. There we go. Awesome stuff. Bring those legs in, give them a nice little shake. And we're going to start off with step 1, 2, get our heart rate up. So right leg, right, left, kick, right, left, extend, swing those arms. Rib cage up and in. Breathing. One more. And let's do the other side. Left, right, kick, left, right, extend. Okay, last one. And we're going to do side lunge crunch. Standing nice and tall. We've already stretched out, so we don't need to stay. So side lunge, right? Elbow to knee for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do the other side. Booty way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And let's just stand at the end of your mat. Roll those shoulders back. Let's bring those hands up nice and tall. Just going to come a little forward here. And let's come down those side walls. Bring those arms down. Ragdoll. Sway it side to side. Let those glutes stretch out. All right, and when you're ready, soft bend in those knees. And we're going to roll up our center spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Start with pulsing your legs. Right, find the lowest vertebrae and start to roll up. Feel every vertebrae opening up. Roll those shoulders back, up and back down again. Soft bend in the knees, left arm longer than your right, weight distributed evenly over both feet. Okay, we're going to open up your right side of the spine. Left arm's longer than your right. All right, find it. And rolling up. And roll those shoulders back, up and back down again. All right, the other side. Right arm longer than your left. Pulse. And rolling up. Roll those shoulders back and let's go all the way up and back down again. And let's walk it out to downward dog. Pulse those feet out. And when you're ready, put those heels back down onto the mat. Push away from your hands. Up there on those knuckle pads. Chest to knees. Hips and waistline being pulled up to the sky. And we're going to sway it nice and slowly side to side. Keeping that belly pulled up to the sky. Your biceps are by your ears. And let's bring this right leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Then that knee, and look underneath your right shoulder, pushing your chest to those knees. Open up that leg again and bring it into your chest for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's bring it all the way through to your right thumb. Low lunge. And we're going to bring that right arm all the way up to the sky. Take a look at those fingers. Bring that hand back down. Switch legs. High plank. Left leg up. Let those hips sink. And then bring that left arm all the way up. And down and switch. And we're going to bring both hands in front of that right foot. Magnetize those palms. You get set, power up to high lunge, belly to your back. Up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge. Let's bring those arms all the way down to the inside of that right foot. Let those hips come down again. Let that left leg come down to the mat, shoelace to the mat. Wiggle this right foot out. Bring this hand to the outside of the right knee. push the knee to palm and bring that leg in and then back out. Awesome stuff. Go back up on the outside of that foot, and we're going right down to lizard. Nice big deep breath in and out. And let's come back up on those hands again. Wiggle this. Oh, sorry. Leave that out. Let's bend that left leg. And if you can, reach back. And again, this is a quad stretch. Hip flexor. Psoas. Moving everything, stretching everything out. Release that hip, leg. Bring that right foot into the middle of the mat and up onto your heel. All right. Make sure that your left hip is above your left knee and your right leg is extended out from your right hip. Lengthen that left arm down the mat. Push your booty back. Okay, and then chest comes down. And breathe. Awesome. Bring that foot back down. We're going into plank, so both hands come on either side of that right foot. Bring that right foot back. We're in high plank. You can be on your elbows, right? Everything underneath your shoulders. Belly to your back. And we're going to count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back to downward dog. Push away from those hands. Sway those hips side to side, nice and slowly. Breathing into your belly and back out. And let's bring that left leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Doing the same thing on this side. Bend that knee and look underneath your left shoulder. Reaching that knee to that back wall. Still pushing your chest towards that other knee. Oh, I was really crooked there. Straighten that leg out and bring it into your chest for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And all the way through to that left thumb. Going into low lunge here. Just let gravity work. Those hips are going to sink into the mat. And this time you're going to bring that right arm up. Look at those fingers. Nice chest stretch. And hand comes down. Switch legs. Plank. Other leg up. And then left arm up. And switch again. And it comes down. We're going up to high plank. Belly to your back. Try to have those biceps by your ears. Palms are being pulled together. And up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's bring those hands all the way down to the inside of that left foot, dropping that right leg. Wiggle this left side left leg out to the side. And then the hand comes on that knee, outside of the knee. Push the knee to palm and bring that leg in and out. Leave it out, up on the edge of that foot. We're going down to pigeon. And again, like I said, lizard, sorry. You haven't done pigeon in a while. All right. Maybe we'll do that today. All right, we're into lizard. Breathe for 2. And then come all the way back up on those hands. Bend that right knee. And if that's a big enough stretch, right, like that, perfect. Right? And if not, you don't pull it. Letting that hip drop. And you're just hanging on to that, bringing that heel a little closer. And then let that leg come down. Wiggle this left leg in and heel onto the mat. And just make sure you're squared up. So that right hip is above that right knee. Right toe pointing towards the ceiling. And start pushing that booty back. Extending that right arm. Booty back. And then bring your chest down. And lengthen that arm. And breathe. And then come back, foot to mat. And we're going into plank from here. You got it. Push those shoulders back into their sockets. Right. Belly to your back. And then plank twist to the right. And plank twist to the left. Drop those knees to the mat. We're going down to chaturanga. And let's just push our chest up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And your hips are just nice and loose. Sinking into the mat. And come down to the mat. And repeat. And come all the way back down to the mat again. We're going to push up to high plank. To downward dog. Push your chest towards your knees. Hips are being pulled up to the sky. And let's walk those hands back to your feet. Soft bend in the knees. And we're going to roll up that spine. Roll those shoulders back. Whew. And let's get into snowbirds from here. So down on one knee. I have a bad knee. I fell at bowling. Yes, Patty, falling at bowling. Hard on her knees. Unbelievable. Try hard. That's me. All right, so let's relax those shoulders down. Reach those arms from wall to wall. Rib cage up, belly in, and let's come down. Touch down, up a centimeter. Belly into your back. Bring it to your nose and back. Your outer foot of that right leg is flat on the mat. 6 and wing dips, touch down, and we're going to stay up here. Reach down that leg and reach that arm up to the sky. Look at those fingers way up there. Let that breath out. And 6 wing dips. 1. Keep that rib cage up off your hip bones. 2, you're lengthening your whole torso. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bring that left arm down, hand on your hip, that right leg come up, toe pointing down. All right, legs getting heavy, up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toe tap in the front, heel tap in the back. Close the hip, open the hip. Close, really exaggerate it. We're working the hip, loosening it all up. Awesome. And lengthen, belly to your back, and crunch knee to elbow for 8, 7, 6, 5. Really lengthen and bring that belly way in. And 8, and lengthen. And we're going to come right up to the other side. All right. Hands are out, outer foot flat on the mat. All right, reaching from wall to wall, touch down, up and swipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Touch down, and we're going to stay up here. Reach for the sky and down that leg. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful stretch. All right, you ready? Rib cage up, belly in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hand comes down, left hand on your hip, leg is up. You got it, toe pointing down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Toe tap, heel tap, roll that hip over. Come on. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and lengthen and crunch for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and lengthen, and coming all the way up to tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, belly to your back. 3 clicks of the heel, and make a wish for today. All right, we're going to do right arm, left leg, bird dog, lengthen, and hold. 5 breaths, which is 30 seconds. All right, slide out to the side those limbs for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that hand down, leave that left leg to the side for rainbow taps. Tap on the one side of the mat, the other. Look at your toes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bring that leg back down. And we're going to go right up to the other side. Left arm, right side. Breathing in and out. Nice, big, easy breaths. And slide it out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hand comes down and rainbow taps up and over. 1, 2, follow with your eyes. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bring it in. And we're going right down to child's pose. Bring that forehead down to the mat. Nice big deep breath in and out. Collapse. Be one with that mat, everybody. Oh. And then let's walk those hands over to the right. Left cheek off the left heel. 2 big breaths. All the way to your belly and all the way out. And coming all the way over to the other side. Right cheek off her right hip. Lengthen those arms. And breathe. Come back to center. And let's bring those, drag those hands down the mat towards your knees. Bring that belly to your back. You're rolling up. Hands to knees. Bring them up those quads. And roll those shoulders back. And forwards. And let's just sit down on our mats with our legs extended out in front. Awesome. And just have a little sip of coffee. All right. We're going to wiggle those legs. Sitting up nice and tall. No, you can't bite my toes. All right, we're going to wiggle those legs. Come here. All the way. Nice and open. What? What's wrong? Okay, sitting up nice and tall. That's good. All right, we're sitting up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. Your head's being pulled up to the sky. All right, let's bring those hands out in front. Bring those shoulders back. Belly in, rib cage up. Take this right arm. Try to keep your arms as straight as you can. Swipe it all the way around. Palm goes up in the back. Okay, your other arm is pointing towards that other leg. Toe, right, and coming down. And we're going to breathe. Stay here. Nice big deep breath in and breathe out. Nice and slowly. And then come all the way back up. And we're swiping across to the other side. And breathe. Try to stay on those sit bones. And come up. And we're going to come all the way over to the other side. One big breath in. And nice and slowly breathe it out as you're coming down. Up and across. And let's come back to center. I'm going to walk our hands out in front. If you've been doing this for a while, you should really have noticed your range of motion. All right. So you're coming down further. You're not as tight. All right. Let's bring your bodies back up, sitting tall. Wiggle those knees shut about halfway, right? And then let's bring this right foot to the inner left leg. And again, sitting tall, right? Let's put a little pressure on this knee. Now you're going to feel it in your hip. I want you sitting tall. Left leg, toes up. Okay. Still sitting tall. You can wiggle around slowly once you've at your range of motion. Look at this leg. It's down on the mat. Ta-da! It's taken a long time, but it's there. It does take time. You've locked those hips pretty tight, right? And every limp that you take, it comes back and you've changed your hip motion, right? It's changed. So you have to open up that line again. Awesome. All right. Oh, three crazies. Sorry, got a little busy talking. Let's go. Bring that arm all the way around, up. Look at those fingers way back there. And then that's one. We're doing three. Two. And three. And bring it down. Leg comes out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And we're going to bring this leg in. Right toe up. Sitting up nice and tall. All right. Put that, just a little pressure on, just to extend it, making that range of motion. And you can move your upper body around, trying to keep those sit bones still on the mat. And three crazies. One. Two. And three. And we're going to come up onto your knees from here. Oof. Wrong one to pick for me today. Okay. We're going to do camel. So hands are out in front. First off, rib cage up, belly in, right? Let's do our palms are forward. So your shoulders should be in one great big long, nice lean machine. Head being pulled up to the sky. All right. And we're just going to bring this right hand all the way back. You can touch your heel. If you can touch your toes, or you can touch the mat and come back up for four. So one, keep that belly pulled to your back to protect your back. Two, three, and four. And let's do the other side. Keep that belly in, coming back. One, two, three, and four. All right, now for camel. You're going to take one hand and place it on your heel. Okay. And if you can, just stay like that, bring your head back. Or if you can, bring your other hand back. And one at a time, bring those hands off to come back up. And then let's just sit down on our mats with our legs out in front of us and bring those hands up to the sky. Reaching for the sky, we're going to do a nice forward fold. Let's walk those hands across the sky, lengthening, walking down the mat. The wall in front of you. Start looking at your feet. All right. Breathe in and out. And relax down on those legs and start massaging your feet or your calves. or your knees, wherever you may breathe, but you're breathing in and out. All right. Coming all the way back up. Roll those shoulders back. Bring those hands out in front of you. And we're going to tilt that pelvis. Rolling down. And we're going to roll all the way down our mats. All the way down. Oh, lengthen those arms overhead. Reach from wall to wall. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. And let's bend those knees. Bring those hands back down to your sides. Measure from fingertips to heels. We're going to just do a little bridge work. Glute work and bridge work. All right, so we're going to start off with tilting your pelvis. Sorry, pick up that blueberry. Okay, squeezing that blueberry. Now tilt your pelvis and we're going to roll up our back all the way up to our shoulders. And we're going to roll back down our spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, and release that blueberry. We're going to do that again. Pick the blueberry up, tilt your pelvis nice and slowly, pushing your back into the mat, right? Try to hit every vertebrae, keeping that blueberry, and roll all the way up. Hold it there, go a little higher, and we're rolling down our spine again. All right, again, measure fingertips to heel. Your knees are about hip width apart. We're going to do some glute bridges. So coming all the way up, squeeze those glutes, go a little higher, and back down for 1, 2, 3, squeeze those glutes. 4, and down and up, and open those legs and close those legs. We're up nice and high. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now put it together. Up, open, close. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing 6. 5. Close from the outer side of those legs. 6, and coming all the way down. And let's hug those knees and roll side to side. Let's hug one knee and lengthen the other leg. Hug and lengthen and switch. Hug and lengthen. Switch. Push that belly to the mat and switch. And then let's bring those knees, feet down to the mat. Bring your hands to T. And those knees come above your hips. Take a look. Are they above your hips? All right. Push the belly to the mat. Let's bring those knees over to the right to a supine twist. Looking to the left. And place that hand on top of those knees. And breathe. Try to have those shoulders flat on the mat. Bring those knees back to the center above your hips. And let's go over to the other side. Looking to the right. Shoulders on the mat. Oh. And breathe again. Nice controlled breath all the way to your belly and back out. Come back to center. Give those knees a nice hug and roll side to side. And then bring those knees down. And we're going to take that right leg, cross it over your left knee, open up that right knee, right? Then bring the knee into your belly button. And your left palm is on that left inner knee, right inner knee. Push the knee to palm and open up that knee. 1, 2, and 3. All right. And then let's grab behind that left knee. Line everything up. Your heel, your left heel, your left knee, your left shoulder. Pull and push out. And breathe. Awesome stuff. Lengthen those legs down the mat. Give them a nice little shakaroo. Bring those feet back to your floor. Left foot over right knee. Open up that left knee. Bring the knee to your belly button. Right hand to inner left knee. Push the knee to palm, and open. So you're contracting everything. You're applying resistance and you're lengthening. Awesome. Number 4. Let's go. Grab behind that right knee. Line everything up and pull and push. And roll that foot around. Whoa, I'm way off line. Here we go. And release. Oh, and lengthen your bodies from wall to wall, keeping the belly pulled to your back. Couldn't remember what I was going to say here. All right, we're going to pretend we're going to pass something between our hands and our feet and do Superman. So pretend you have something in your hand. We're going to raise our hands and feet above our hips. You're going to pass it to your feet and you're going to come down, keeping your belly pulled to your back. All right. And let's do that twice. Pass the buck and down. And then you're going to pass it back to your feet and bring those feet and hands down. And let's roll over onto our bellies for 3 Supermans. 1, 2, 3, and down. Up. 1, 2, 3, and down. And up. 1, 2, 3, and down. And let's roll over onto our backs again and hike it. Pass to your feet. Bring those feet down. Bring it up. Pass it to your hands and bring it down. Keeping that belly pulled to the mat. One more time. Feet. It's in your feet. And we're going to roll over on the other side. Roll over. 3 Supermans. Up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Up. 1, 2, 3, and down. One more time. Up. 1, 2, 3, and down. And let's roll over onto our backs again. All right. We're going to do a snow angel. So bring those hands, slide those hands down the floor all the way to your side. And just take note, trying to keep every part of your arms flat on the floor so that they're making a nice snow angel mark on the floor. Do your arms raise up in any part of that motion? Mine used to a lot, and now they don't. All right, so we're going to do a snow angel to a clap underneath our knees. So bring those hands down, bring those knees up, clap, and come down for a touch, a heel touch, and come up, a little bum raise, and come down, keeping that belly pulled into your back for 3, 4, 5, 6. We're doing 8. 7. Do a little bum lift there. And 8. And let's just hug our feet and rock and roll up to sitting. And let's sit cross-legged from here. We're almost done. That went by really quickly. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Let those legs relax. Switch up those legs. And let's bring this left arm over top of that right knee. Your head's being pulled up to the sky. All right. And turn around. This is a nice torso twist. And I want you to breathe for 2. Let those legs relax. And let's come all the way across to the other side. Again, head up nice and high. And come back to center. Soles of your feet together. Let's bring them in. Stretching out everything today. That's what Pilates Fridays is all about. Getting everything right from your neck all the way down to your big toe and your pinky. Awesome. And let's just do a couple knee taps, pushing your hip flexor forward. And then you sit any way you want to sit, as long as you're comfortable. Going to do some neck work. Roll those shoulders back. Again, rib cage up, core is engaged, shoulders are relaxing down. Right ear to right shoulder. Staying here. Your shoulders aren't moving. Okay, let's bring those eyeballs all the way up to the sky. And then looking down at that corner. Back to center. And bring that head all the way back to your center and the other side. Okay, ear to shoulder. That way you're not leaning it forward or backwards. And we're breathing, always breathing in and out. Okay, looking up, looking down, and coming back to center. Awesome stuff. All right, let's take our chin, bring it over top of your right shoulder. Coming all the way across, your shoulders aren't moving. All the way across to your chin over to the left shoulder. Back to center and draw big 3 circles. And the other way. Let's bring that chin in, out, in, out, in, out, in. And then let's take your hand and we're going to massage that forearm, bringing that hand back and forth nice and slowly, working down those tendons in those hands. If you find one, stay on it and just move that hand back and forth, lengthening and contracting and lengthening. Okay, once you get to your wrist, apply pressure from your fingertip, your two fingers and your thumb, and give that wrist a nice little shakeroo. And let's do the other side. All the way down, massaging. Yeah, this one's really tight. I have a bad elbow there, and I'm starting to feel it down my tendons. Oh, yeah, lots of gummed up fascia in there, I'll tell you. All right, coming down. Let's give a nice little shakeroo. And then turn lengthwise on your mat for 3 rock and rolls to ragdoll. 1. Come on, roll that belly into your back to massage that spine. And 3. And if you want, you can stay into yogi, like right here, right? Open up those feet, put a little pressure on those knees, and just wiggle around. Or just coming right back up to ragdoll. Letting those arms just hang. Breathing in and out. Let's grab and hug those knees and say, thank you, knees, for letting me do legs. Did I say knees? Legs and knees. Everything that I do. Crazy enough. All right. Relax those arms down, soften in the knees, wiggle those arms. Oh, pulse it up slowly. Get that bottom vertebrae. Bring the belly into your back, chin to chest coming up over your shoulder blades. Feel it all the way up and roll those shoulders back. And that's it for Friday. Let's shake it out. High fives. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will be here all next week. Yes, I will. Have a good one. Thanks.